I'm Wayne Carini, and I chase cars. I find them, I buy them, and I sell them. It's all about the chase. 13.9 million. I'm here in the Monterey Peninsula in California to sell a very special car that I first encountered a few years back. Holy! Look at that Simplex. Wow! It's a 1908 Simplex Speedcar, an early brass car thought to be the oldest Simplex in existence. The owner, my friend Rick, couldn't wait to show it off to me. This car has such an amazing presence. Visually, it totally grabs your attention. But this Simplex wasn't just built for its looks. How's it go?
Why don't we take it for a ride? Yeah.
Whoa!
It's got a 4-speed, and what's really amazing, which you'll see, is we'll shift from 3rd to 4th at about 50 to 53 miles an hour.
With an enormous 610 cubic inch 4-cylinder T-head engine and a 40-gallon fuel tank, this car was designed for both speed and long-distance travel. In 2007, Rick and his wife Vonna showed the Simplex on the lawn at Pebble Beach. Since then, they've really had fun with the car and driven it quite a bit. Now Rick and I have partnered on the car, completed a total restoration, and we're ready to sell. My first stop in California is Mecum Auction, where we'll be selling the Simplex.
Sold at 161,000 sold.
This morning, I'm taking it for one last ride before it goes over the auction block in a couple of days. So a Simplex is a great old car, and it doesn't start like a normal automobile, so you got to switch down there. Normally you would kick that with your foot over. Because it's so nicely restored, I turned it with my hand. There's been an electric starter added to this vehicle. So you pull this out, that's your switch, that's your ignition, and it loves to be started in neutral. And here we're gonna, it starts right up. You want to make sure you have enough oil in it. So the oil is in here, and you can see through this glass window. There's no gauge. You just look and see what your level is. Really weird about, an old car is the brakes. These cars are made to go forward but not stop too fast. So we got a brake pedal down there that doesn't work so good, so that's why there's big brake handles over here on the right, so that you're able to stop it. No synchros. Really heavy, but it's really cool. I mean, it's a challenge to drive a car like this. It's not easy. You have to think about everything as you're doing it. You have to think way ahead. You just hope a bear doesn't drop out in front of you, or a deer. After I finish driving the Simplex, I'm bringing it back to Mecum Auctions, where I'll be meeting with Dana Mecum to get his thoughts on the car and find out what the buzz is. So Dana, what do you think of the Simplex?
Oh, Wayne, it's just indescribable. It's a magnificent car. As you well know, my personal collection is centered around early American race cars.
Yeah.
And golly, something like this, I would love to be an addition to that.
Isn't it great? Well, maybe you should buy it.
In automobiles, we talk to people, oh, you got a good car, and then we talk to people when they're consigning a car, say you've got a great car. This is what we call an important car.
It is. It really is. It's one of two. The other one's in the Smithsonian, and it's not coming out. So this is someone's opportunity to buy a really famous old race car.
Yes.
And the oldest Simplex known to exist. So now we're gonna give the job to you to find a new home for it.
Well, we've had great activity pre-auction. We've had some phone calls from some very astute collectors. It's a little bit different than we usually talk to people on the phone, because usually they're finding out the history of the car. The interested parties that we've had call on this, they know what it is.
Right.
And they're searching for that edge.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So hopefully we'll have some bidders in the room, as well as, you never know, on the telephone.
Well, we have 2 people for sure that are pre-registered interested in this car. And I know that both of them will be on the peninsula this weekend.
Okay.
Now, whether they're here live to bid or whether they bid on the phone, sometimes the collectors that buy a car like this
Don't want to be seen.
Yeah.
But the big thing is your auction does a great job selling every type of car.
This year we'll sell 11,000 cars, and that's about 40% of all the cars offered at auction in the whole country. Out of 11,000 cars, I put this car in the top 5 of what we'll sell this year. You know, and I'm proud to offer this car. I mean, this is a feather in our cap. This is first Simplex we've sold. We might be in business another 25 years before we ever offer another one.
Right.
So, yeah, you know, this one goes on the trophy mantle for us. The picture makes the wall wait.
Today's the day we're selling the Simplex, and the auction is in full swing. The crowd is looking good and full of energy, and sales have been strong. I found out that there's quite a bit of interest in the Simplex, so I'm going to meet up with my friend Rick Tarnitz, who is my partner in the Simplex, and we're going to talk a little strategy and put a game plan out there. Let's go, baby.
All right, get your purse.
It's time to get the Simplex started and out on the field and wait our turn to be called up on the block. And then one time, we'll just zoom right in. You betcha. Yeah, that'll be a good presence, too, because it's noisy as hell.
It's the 1908 Simplex Speedcar. It's one of 2 in existence. The other's in the Smithsonian. The value is very difficult for me to place on it. It's a 7-figure car. As to where it goes, I think it's really going to be dependent on someone that understands what it is. It's just been a great part of our life. That's all I can say. Keep her for a while. It's time maybe to look at something different and let someone else enjoy it. I'm very emotional. I'll just leave it at that.
Wait, baby. Rick and his wife Vonna are more than my clients and partners. They're also my friends.
Come on.
I know it's going to be hard for them to see the car go. Give me a kiss for good luck. We're here in line. It's a very nervous time selling this car. What they're going to do is they're going to clear a bunch of the cars, and I'm going to drive it right up on stage, rev the engine up, and hopefully the price will go up too. Rick's a nervous wreck. Hopefully it'll be over with soon. We'll sell it for a lot of money, and he won't be nervous any longer.
Are you going to miss it? Well, bye, baby.
It goes on. And number 101, 1908 Simplex, chassis number 211, the oldest Simplex known to exist. Yes, sir.
The bidding opens at $500,000 and jumps right up to $750,000. The Meekum guys are working hard, and the bids are moving up $100,000 at a time. And Rick and I are watching the room to see who's bidding. At $1.5 million, Dana asks if I want to lift the reserve.
We'll let you sell it. $1.7 million. I get $1.8 million. Did you see John? Yeah, he's over there. He's waiting for the reserve to come off, and we can't take the reserve off. Hey, got $1.7 million. Got $1.7 million. Take the reserve off.
We've got a bid for $1.7 million, but I know we can get more. Dana and his team at Meekum Auctions have a $1,850,000 bid on the Simplex. But our reserve is higher, and I'm holding firm until we get it.
What do you want, $1.9 million? Who's in? I got $1.8 million.
I don't go anywhere, Mike.
That's a real bid.
This is a big gamble. If we don't get another bid, we could lose the sale.
Raise this bid to $1.9 million.
Sold.
$1.9 million reserves off. $1.9 million reserves off. It is sold. $1,900,000. Sold. $1,900,000. Right. Thank you, Wayne. Be careful, Wayne. It's not yours anymore.
That one broke my heart. But we move on. Time for a couple new toys. We got to get a list together for some new cars.
Deal. It was exciting. There was a phone bidder, and they knew they had one guy in the audience, and basically he just wanted to know how much you could buy the car for. You know. So Rick and I had a little conference, and we were close, and we said, if we got $1.9 million, we'd be happy. You know. When you're that close, you just let her go.
We really knocked it out of the park here at Meekum today.
Sold. $1,900,000. Sold.
Including commission, the Simplex sold for over $2 million.